It is remarkable the way this bill cuts across social, economic, and geographical lines.
It'll mean as much to my constituents as to yours.
No question about it. It's a fine bill.
And it's no question about it. When two congressmen get together, all they ever talk about is Congress.
That's right. Let's talk about girls.
Uh-oh, there goes Bachelor Buckman.
Delicious. Well, when you live in a city with 5 girls to every man, I think it's a patriotic duty to bring a little happiness into as many lives as you can.
Half the broken hearts in Washington can be laid at your doorstep. When are you going to settle down?
That sounds suspiciously like a pitch. Look, this bridge game's not merely a subterfuge to introduce me to another eligible young thing, is it?
No, not at all.
Because I'll tell you the truth, the last thing I'm looking for is a new girlfriend.
I can assure you we are interested in playing bridge, not in a demonstration of the Buckman technique.
Good, because when I play bridge, I play bridge. When I play hearts, that's a different story. But one thing I hate is people doing the choosing for me. I mean, you say, how does she look? And they say, well, she has a fine mind and a wonderful sense of humor.
Well, that is true.
Do you know how girls look who have a fine mind and a wonderful sense of humor? They look as though they just read great books of the century at one sitting.
Well, you'll see. Hello.
Hello. Sorry I'm late. Just came from the library.
The library?
Trying to improve my mind.
How is your sense of humor?
What's that all about?
Never mind. Grace, Phil Buckman. Grace Morgan. She just came from the library.
Hello.
Well, how do you do?
Grace Morgan.
Phil Buckman.
Katie Holstrom.
Glenn Morley.
What have we done?
Oh, Katie, it's all so marvelous. And yet so terrible.
Just one. What's terrible?
Well, he's such a bachelor. Why, how will I ever get him to propose?
You want to get married?
Well, of course I do. You think I'm out of my mind?
Why not let nature take its course?
Because in a town where there's 5 women to every man, nature's not exactly on my side.
Phil, have you been paying any attention to me at all?
No, Glenn, I haven't. My every thought is on Grace. Full girl, isn't she?
Your every thought is somewhere else, that is for sure.
Well, I tell you, I'm so shook up, I don't know what I'm doing these days. Grace has me so that I can't keep my mind on business anymore.
All I know is we have an awful lot of work to do. And I need your help, which I don't seem to be getting.
Of course not. How can you ask anyone so completely smitten to concentrate on it?
Hi, Gail.
Anything but,
Hi.
you know, whatever it is I was talking
Well,
about.
you certainly don't look like a man who's in love to me.
But I am, I really am. It's just that I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't want to lose her, but on the other hand, there's something about freedom I find irresistible.
Do something. One way or the other, but do something.
Yeah, but what?
Get married.
Married? What kind of thing is that to say to an old friend?
All right, then don't get married. Such hysteria. I don't see why they can't decide whether to get married or not and act accordingly.
Well, I think Grace has decided, but she does not know how to act accordingly.
But at least she's not walking around in a fog like Phil.
Oh, she's not walking at all. She's flat on her back with cold compress over her eyes.
I'll get it settled soon. I need Phil's help, and I am not getting it.
Grace is calling me every 5 minutes on the telephone, and tomorrow I'm going over to her apartment to cook dinner.
You're going to cook her dinner. I'm doing his work. When will it all end? Why doesn't she do her own cooking?
For the best possible reason. She does not even know how to boil water.
Why don't they eat out?
Oh, you don't understand. This has nothing to do with eating.
No? Then what does dinner have to do with?
With proposing.
I see. He finds out she's a wonderful cook in addition to everything else, and that clinches it.
Yeah?
And then the world can settle back to normal again?
Yeah.
Let me be the first to volunteer. What can I do to help?
The roses are lovely.
We can't overlook anything that might help. How's dinner?
Oh. Cooked to within 15 minutes of perfection. Now, she ought to be able to turn on the stove for 15 minutes.
There. That takes care of that.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Here. How's it?
Good. Oh, I hope our plan works.
Oh, it will.
Well, what do you think he'll say when he finds out?
Well, nothing. No congressman wants to be sued for breach of promise. Now, how much time we got?
Oh, I think they'll be here in half an hour.
Good, good. I want to get the hi-fi started.
Oh, I'll set the tape.
You know, as I told Phil, they are so close to the edge that if they just get into a phone booth together, they couldn't help but come out engaged.
That's a very funny idea.
Let's see, they'll be here at 6:30. They'd better have a full hour of schmaltzy cocktail music. Then I'll give them half an hour for the coffee and brandy type music. And that brings us right up to Tchaikovsky's Piano Concerto.
Oh, have you allowed for the second cup of coffee?
Okay. Then they come back to the couch, and I hit them with the bolero. Romeo and Juliet. The ritual fire dance. Well, if they're not engaged after that, I just give up. Now, let's check the lights, huh?
You're very thorough.
Lighting is very important. Well, let's see, the focal area will be right on the coffee table there by this sofa, you see?
You seem to have had a lot of experience with this sort of thing.
It's just like anything else. It's a matter of practice, that's all there is to that. Now, this is really a very cute little place she's got here. But where did she get these pillows? They don't go with anything.
They go with his eyes.
Hi. Surprise.
Surprise.
We thought that we'd...
surprise.
Surprise, huh? You can get 3 years for housebreaking. Well, she told me all about you little Cupid's helpers.
Come on. Tell them the good news.
Well, you just happen to be looking at a couple about to be married.
No kidding. Oh, that is marvelous. Congratulations to both of you.
But how did it happen?
Well, it was really very simple. You see, Grace had to make a phone call. She went into the booth and put her money in, but couldn't get the operator.
And Phil came into the booth to help, and before we could get a dial tone, we were engaged.
And to top it off, when we hung up, we got our money back.
Oh.
We have a nickel for each of you.
And we want you to have some.
And we sincerely hope they bring you as much happiness as they brought us.
Yeah, well, there's no use letting the music go to waste. And I just happen to know where I can lay my hands on a pitcher of very good martini.